yourself recorded as part of this material for the purpose of posterity. Thank you.
Brilliant. And we're recording. Fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you, Paul, and everybody for all your fantastic comments of our first very successful hybrid meeting. So I just want to have that on record in Athy Toastmasters. And it couldn't have been done without the help of all the committee and the other guys as well. And, you know, everyone really has come together. And David Clinton has been on the phone with me and helped us with the test on Saturday. And it's just incredible. And I'm really excited. Really, I was like a child on Saturday. I really like David Newmark was like, Germany, calm down. You're like a child on Christmas morning. But it really is to be marked in history. And it's just another leap forward for Toastmasters and for all Toastmasters clubs as well. And we can all learn from each other. So really great. Thank you for all your feedback. So without further ado, we're going to continue on with the second half of our meeting. And we have our table topics master, Julia, all the way from Germany at Berlin, I think it is, isn't it, in Germany, Julia? So Julia is going to be our table topics master for the next while. So Julia, you're very welcome and it's all yours.
Good evening once more. It's my first hybrid meeting and my first table topic. I hope it will be good for all of you. I have selected 16 statements, so life hacks and life wisdoms. I think perhaps you heard most of them in your all-day life and didn't give a thought or something of that kind. So I would suggest you tell me a number from 1 to 16, and I give you a statement with which you might agree or disagree, or maybe partially agree, and then you have an opportunity to tell during 2 minutes what do you think about it, why you agree or why you disagree, for example. Mm-hmm. So does anybody want to volunteer, or should I just pick up somebody? Okay, Donald. You're on mute, Donald. We don't hear you.
Oh, okay, I'll take number 9.
Number 9. It's a quote of Oscar Wilde, and it's okay. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. You can never be overdressed or overeducated.
Well, it would depend on the circles in which you move. Clearly, I mean, you can be, if you're going digging a drain in the back garden, you certainly can be overdressed. And I would contend that one can be, maybe one cannot be too educated, but one's head can definitely be too full of information. I sometimes make a distinction between transformational learning and informational learning. Informational learning is simply more and more and more information. And I think one can have too much of that. But taking transformational learning is self-knowledge, is shining a light in what was previously a dark spot. And one cannot have too much of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Donald. I liked your estimation very much about education and digesting also the information which has been consumed. Somebody to volunteer? Anybody else?
Yeah, we have one here. Connor is going to come up.
Mm-hmm. How about number 3?
Well, number 3. The first love is the strongest one.
Can you repeat that, sorry?
The first love is always the strongest one. The first love in
first love.
Okay.
I would too far away. I would disagree. And the reason I would disagree is as follows. Because I didn't marry my first love. So I have to say that you learn and you move on, and definitely not. I would disagree. And on the basis that this is recording and it could be played back to my wife, I have to be very, very careful. I hear these bells in my ears saying this could be used against you at a later stage and say it for the rest of your life. So my second love is definitely the best.
Good to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Anybody else to volunteer? Paul, give me a number.
Number 4, please.
Number 4. Treat others the way you want to be treated yourself.
There are some things which are utterly ridiculous and so stupid that they keep getting repeated as wisdom in our society. One of these things is to treat others the way you'd like to be treated yourself. If I was to treat other people the way I like to be treated, how satisfied would you be? How well do you know how I like to be treated? Supposing I have some really special, idiosyncratic, particular penchants of my own. Something that you have never, ever been treated to. And I were to treat you to what I really like. How comfortable would you be? How much would you enjoy me giving you what I want from you, rather than me giving you what you want from me? Hands up all those of you who want to get what you want, rather than what I want. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Paul. I wanted to hear some critical and skeptical answers to these life wisdoms. Okay, next one. Okay, Troy, give me a number. I'm not sure what is the right spelling of the name. Sorry.
You're okay. It's Gerald.
Gerald, okay.
Madam Table Topics Master, I'll go for number 5, please.
Number 5. It's a quote of Bernard Shaw. The fact that a believer is happier than a skeptic is no more to the point than the fact that a drunken man is happier than a sober one.
Can I please just hear that one more time? Madam
Okay. The fact that a believer is happier than a skeptic is no more to the point than the fact that a drunken man is happier than a sober one.
Madam Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, can I stop recording the video now, please? Okay, I guess there may be 2 parts to this. Is a believer happier than a skeptic? I think so. I think so. And the reason I would say so is that if you're happy and you've been happy all your life, and you've got Paul O Mahony's life, and he's given you lots of things that he has, and if everyone gives you the same attention and is good to you through life, I don't think you will not look on the world in a negative manner. If you've got a good family that surrounds you and good friends, you're going to live a happy life. If you have just the bare essentials, I don't say you have to be rich. If you just have the bare essentials and you can survive, I think you can be happy, and you will, again, not see the world in a negative light, which basically means you're a believer in life. You're not thinking of the negatives. Where you become a skeptic is if parts of your life start to fall down, if little things start turning into big things, or you can survive one knock, you can survive two, but can you survive a third knock? Will it get you down? And sometimes these little things accumulate and suddenly your life starts crumbling and you stop believing. You say, when am I going to get a little break? When am I going to have some luck? When will things fall into place? But again, you find that a skeptic or a negative side is creeping in. But you know, if you are in the right place and you have your family, friends, and a crowd, a team of believers behind you, you've got to open your eyes, see the light, and say, I've got everything I need. These are just little small things. They won't get me down. And again, the relation to being Irish, we know all about how we love to have a drink, we love to celebrate, and we like a drink maybe to handle stress, to celebrate a wedding like Conor will do in the future. But again, it's not the answer to the problems. It's a way of celebrating, but it's not a way of hiding your problems. And for those that turn to a skeptic, alcohol is not the answer. But if you're a believer and you want to have fun, go out, have a few drinks, be happy. Your life is good. So stick with the believing and, you know, celebrate that you have a good life and you've got great friends around you. And personally, I think I'm in a good position and I have great friends, and a lot of you are here tonight in this call and in that meeting room up in Athy. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Garrett, for the positive answer. Happiness is what we are all craving for, and maybe it's a thing of right balance in life between many things. Okay, the next one. David, give me your number.
Number 2.
Number 2. The first impression is always the right one.
So David.
I'm not sure what David Newmark said there, but I'm sure there was an element of sarcasm in his voice when he was saying
That was Joan. That was Joan.
Was that Joan? Well, I'm delighted, Joan, that you're here this evening. I hope what you said was recorded for posterity. I would just like to say, some of you mightn't realize that I'm the son of a politician. And my father was a politician for over 30 years. And what some of you mightn't know about politicians is that they don't always like to answer the question. So my message to you, Topics Master, by the way, have I told you about my staycation idea? I'm thinking of converting my Jeep into one of those Vaughan mobiles. I'm looking forward to taking a spin to Donegal. I'm going to put, now write this down, folks, for your staycation. Don't bring a tent. Don't buy or rent a camper. All you have to do is purchase a pop-up commercial marquee or gazebo and stick it on the end of a Jeep. And goodness me, you will have yourself the finest kitchen, the finest sitting room, and the finest bedroom you might ever want. And you'll notice, Julia, that I'm still not answering your question. That's because I'm the son of a politician, and the people in the audience really don't always want to answer the question either. So back over to you. Enjoy your holidays. I'm staying at home.
Thank you, David. I envy your ability to skip and to find another topic. Sometimes it's very useful. Anybody else?
Anybody here?
To select a number? John? Maybe Mary Conlon, you didn't say anything today. I just wanted everybody to engage.
I'm
Do you
very
want?
busy. I'm very busy. Go on, give me number one.
Number one. The ability to be happy can be learned. We can learn to be happy.
The ability to be happy can be learned. Madam Toastmaster, I think you're right, actually, because I think sometimes when things happen in life, we're inclined to look maybe at the bad things and not look at the good things. So we need to sometimes just sift them out and tell ourselves that, yeah, it is okay to be happy. It is okay to be good. It is okay for things to be good. It's probably something that we try to teach our children, how to be happy rather than unhappy or sad. If they fall over, we pick them up and tell them it's okay, everything's going to be okay. So they know then it's going to be happy, it's going to be okay, they're going to be happy. The ability in adults, can we teach ourselves as adults to be happy? I think we can, but I think it needs to come from deep inside somebody. And you want to actually be very selective about what makes you happy, because what makes you happy is not going to make somebody else happy. You might like peaches, they might like pears. So I think you just need to pick and be very selective about what makes you happy. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Mary. So it was a profound speech. John? Okay.
No, wait, do one more. Do one more.
Just for one person, yes? So we don't have time, or what was the remark?
If anybody else wants to go? No? Everyone's all done. And does anybody want to go here? No?
No.
Okay, we leave it at that, Julia. Thank you very much. That was fantastic. That was really great. Fantastic. Really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
So for the purpose of the recording, you'll notice that I'm wearing my president's necklace, or whatever this is called. Chain. Yeah, so for the purpose of the recording, I just want to show off my lovely president necklace. Okay, we'll move swiftly along. So next up, I'm going to call on David Newmark for VPE. Is that right? Yeah. It's that time of the evening, David. Yeah. Oh no, actually no. Before we call you up, David, we had somebody do a listening post, and it was Mary, was it? Yeah, Mary. Can I call on you for your listening post role to see how good everybody was listening? You're on mute there, Mary.
These questions are all for David Clinton. Okay, what path is Connor on?
One, the motivational strategies.
And what level is he on?
Level 1.
Yeah. John Sherry wrote the article, The Importance of Relationships in the Irish Times. What year?
2018.
2018.
Yeah. And what, according to Connor, is the most important, or according to John Sherry, is the most important of our life experiences?
Relationships.
Connecting with our loved ones, yeah. Okay. And the two big challenges in relationships.
Oh God.
Communication.
Conflict.
Conflict is one. David, stop looking at your notes.
I'm thinking.
Neglect and conflict.
I was just going to say neglect, actually.
Excuse me?
I was just going to say neglect, but you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, I apologise. My humblest apologies, Mr. Clinton.
Neglect David there,
Mr.
Mary.
Area Director.
David felt very neglected, yeah.
What was one of the very last things that Connor said about people? 3 things. People, something, people.
People need people.
Yeah, that's it, Gerald, yeah. What path is Sue on?
Here goes cheating. Leadership development.
Who's cheating? Okay, what was Sue told to do in work last week when she was at a meeting?
Think outside the box.
Yeah. And how does she structure her ideas in her head?
Are you using her fingers?
Logically.
No.
No, that's the 4C.
She cycles. And how far does she cycle?
20 kilometers.
And how long does that take her?
2.5 hours? 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So before she goes to a meeting, there are 3 things that Sue does. And what are they?
Has breakfast, has lunch, and has
Very
dinner.
good, Gerald. Very good. You get the prize. She studies the profile of the company, the profile of the person in the meeting, and she's going to meet, and she has something in her hand. And what's the thing, the expression that Sue used to help her to focus? Look beyond something.
Obstacle.
Yep. Okay. And how did Toastmasters help Sue with her work?
Listen.
Yeah.
Communication.
And restructuring stuff, and then building her confidence. What does Sue like? What books does Sue like to read?
Business and philosophy.
Yep. In Connor's speech, what's the groom's name?
Stephen.
Okay. And what was the one thing Connor asked us to do?
Feedback.
Yeah, open feedback.
I was going to say, come to the wedding, maybe.
Very good, Gerald. Very good. Your style.
Don't put your hand
What's
in
the
your
bride's
pocket.
name?
Katrina.
Okay. And what's Katrina's parents' name? Katrina's mother's name, sorry.
Maureen and Leonard.
The mother-in-law.
Margaret and Leonard. And what's Connor's other son's name? Not Stephen, the other one. Yeah, okay. What else have I got? Okay. What qualities does Stephen have as a person?
Same as his dad.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind, considerate, and thoughtful. If you want a long answer to a short question, who's the best person to ask?
Connor.
Yeah, okay. What were the times of the speeches?
6:13, 7:33, and 2:56.
You got them written down?
You'd ask.
What were the times of the evaluation?
126 and 144.
Good man, Gerald. Get in there before David. Okay. And what was the recommendation that Connor's evaluator gave him?
Less notes.
Yeah. And the recommendations for David, for Connor?
More conversational.
Kind of
Yeah.
dropped the script, did he say?
Yeah. He said, throw the script in the bin, was what he said. Okay. What was the very GAA saying that Donald said he used at the start of the speech?
Day.
About today.
Here
We are
today, yeah.
today, yeah.
Yeah, okay. How much closer did David ask the speakers to stand to the screen and the microphone?
1 meter. 1 meter.
Yeah. Where's Julia from?
Germany.
Germany.
Berlin.
Leipzig, actually.
Yes. What number did Donald pick in the table topics?
9.
Gerald, keep
9.
your eyes up. Right. What number did Connor pick?
3.
Paul?
A lucky number.
4.
4. Gerald?
Harold struggled a bit.
David,
5.
David, 2, and Mary, 1. Thank you, Paul. What job did David Clinton's dad have?
Politician.
Yeah. And where's David going to go on his holidays with his camper van
Donegal.
and his pop-up gazebo? Where?
Donegal.
That's it. Thank you, lads and lassies. Thank you.
Brilliant. That was brilliant. Right, so David Newmark is going to come and do the VPE. Thanks.
Right, folks. Our next meeting is on August 18th. Just so you can see me, Grode, wherever you are. You're somewhere there, aren't you, Grode? Oh, there you are, Grode. I can see you now. Hi, Paul. It's like, what just happened?
Put you down to size.
Yeah, our next meeting is on August 18th. So if anyone would like to volunteer for some roles, anyone to do Toastmaster? Don't all volunteer at once.
Okay, yes.
Joan, thank you. Speeches. Do any of our Zoomies want to do speech? David Clinton, thank you. Anybody else?
What date is the next meeting?
18th.
August 18th.
Okay, I'll do one.
Who was that?
Mary.
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 Thank you.
I'm Clondalkin Toastmasters.
Yes.
Oh, fancy.
You. And Louisa.
Is that
Anyone
anywhere
else?
near Leipzig by any chance?
Okay, I need 2 evaluators.
Yeah, I'm free. I'll do an evaluation.
Thanks, Grode. Anyone else?
David, is the next meeting a hybrid or just online, or what have you in mind?
Hybrid? Yeah,
Hold on.
exactly. Considering we're the best at it, you know. Yeah,
Start as you mean to go on.
exactly.
Super.
Hybrid, okay. Okay. Anyone want to do table topics? You're doing for Toastmaster. If you start, thank you. Anyone want to do table topics? Juan?
Okay.
Great. And I need a timekeeper. Okay. Pascal, would you do timekeeper?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Pascal.
Where's Mary?
In Dingle?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's not back here.
Nope.
Oh, she must be gone. She's got patient on the gym. Might be a bit.
Okay, that's it. Thank you,
All right.
Madam Toastmaster. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. So we're coming to a close of our meeting this evening.
Joanne, I think Paul O Mahony, the division director from Division A, would like to say a word.
I'd love that. Great. Go ahead, Paul.
Well, if I can start with my question, I wanted to ask if you use Easy Speak. The reason is I wasn't certain I could come to the meeting, and I thought if you used Easy Speak, I could, when I knew, I could perhaps volunteer for a role if that was possible. So, do you use Easy Speak in the club?
We do. And the Zoom link is in the Easy Speak as well. And it's down as an online meeting. Yeah, we use Easy Speak. Yeah.
So you just need to add Paul as a user.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Just one other thing, and thank you very much for the time to say something. As David has said, I am the division director this year in Cork, which is Division A, and I've got a very strong personal interest in the combination of face-to-face meetings with people coming in via the internet. And I think it's a really terrific thing that you're doing, and I want to congratulate you all, those of you who have made it happen in the room and those of you who have made it happen online, and the collaboration and the great bonhomie with which I experienced this evening's meeting.
Oh, brilliant.
That matters a lot, because I think there will be some people who won't want to come to face-to-face meetings for some time. There will be some other people who will have learned to love meeting people online, going to other clubs, will have loved the Zoom experience, if you like. And there'll have been others who will have abstained entirely from meetings online. And this is the way forward for us, a club like yours, who has that up and go, that energy and that positivity, and that far thinking into the future, where everyone will be able to come to your meetings. So I just want to say you are breaking new ground. You are a great example, and I want to thank you very much.
Well, I really appreciate your feedback. I really appreciate your acknowledgement, because I feel as president for the club, it's a challenge, but also, can you hear me? You can. I think the battery is just gone low on this, or is it on? Yeah, I think Paul, sorry, we're just having technical problems there. We're back. Thank you, Connor, my right wing man. Yeah, Paul, as I was saying, I think it's really important that despite the challenges that we're all having in our clubs, it's going to take for us all to step up, and as a committee as well, to step up and go through the obstacles, as we would say, and take it as an opportunity for something new and a way forward. And I think this is a great opportunity to expand our club. We have Julia here online with us, and from Germany, and that never would have happened. And we've lots of other people here as well. Donal, I was able to just text Donal, and he's online with us, and that was literally only, I don't know, an hour before the meeting. And Mary is on from Clondalkin, and it's just incredible. I'm really excited. I was so excited on Saturday when we set up and everything worked great. And it really, honestly, it really is. I'm honoured, and I'm so proud of the club, and it really means an awful lot to me, teamwork. You can't do it on your own. And I do really appreciate the club, and even the online presenters. I got so much from that, and from David Clinton. And I can keep going on talking about this because I really am truly appreciative, and it really means an awful lot. And I love Toastmasters. I have come so far in my personal life and my business life because of Toastmasters. So I will do anything to give the next person the same opportunity. So thank you, Paul, and thank you everybody for being with us this evening.
Thank you.
Can I just say something before we go?
Mary.
Can I just say something before we go? Thanks, Joanna. It was a great meeting. I really enjoyed it. We're trying something new out in Clondalkin on Sunday as well, if anybody's interested in coming along. We're having an outdoor meeting. We had one 3 weeks ago, and it was an absolute rip-roaring success. So if anybody's interested, Joanna has my details. It's only on for an hour in the big park in Clondalkin, so if anybody's interested.
Can you send me the details of where the location?
Yeah, I'll send them on to you. Yeah, right.
Brilliant.
It's not online, Mary, at all. It's
no,
in
David.
person. Yeah.
In the park.
In the
park.
Not in the house, in the park.
I can take my shoes off.
You can take your shoes off, yes.
You're killing me here in my high shoes.
No high shoes in the park.
Brilliant. Listen, that's great.
Class there.
No, yeah. Does anybody else want to say anything before we close? Because I couldn't listen to you all day.
I can just add, as area director, I'm delighted that this is just the first of many hybrid meetings for Athy Toastmasters. You are the first official club in Area 28 to successfully complete a hybrid meeting. So fantastic. Well done. You've made a little bit of history tonight. I can't claim that honour because we're not exactly in 28 and we're not exactly in 26, but we're somewhere in between. But by September we'll be in Area 28. So well done, everybody. Onward and upward. Super job. Great visual, great audio. great contributions from everybody. So a very successful night.
Brilliant. Fantastic, fantastic. David, can you save the chat there just before I close the meeting, before I actually end the Zoom meeting? Just make sure you save the chat, because that's historical as well. Great feedback in there. Somebody suggested that. So I'll close the meeting for this evening. I don't want to close it, but I have to close. I have to go home to bed. I'd love to stay here all night. But really and truly, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It's my honour. And to everybody here as well who showed up live in the venue as well, who went out of the way to come and be here with us in person as well. It's so great. So thank you, everybody, and have a great night. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Take care. Stay home.
We need to do one more thing, guys. Folks, we need people to pay in at the door.
Oh, yeah.